Hello and welcome to this October edition of Fifth Quarter. I'm Elena Twinner.
And I'm Akai Clayton. In this edition, we will be taking a look at where our fall sports stand as the season comes to a close.
Stay tuned for all this and more on this edition of Fifth Quarter.
Reporter Austin Boyer and videographer Lauren Berry take us to the green with their update on girls golf.
As we near the district tournament, the girls golf team is 2-3 in their matches. However, in those lost matches, they have never lost by more than 3 strokes. On October 4th, the Tigers competed in their conference tournament at Paradise Point Golf Course. Junior Avery Sartain and senior Torrin Potchwit won all conference honors, and recently we joined Avery Sartain at Fred Arbanis Golf Course to help simplify the complex sport of golf.
The scoring is based off the distance of your hole. So like a par 5, it's a longer hole than a par 4 or par 3. Par 3, it should only take you 3 shots to get into the hole, and then par 5 takes you 5 shots to get in. A birdie means 1 under, eagle means 2 under, bogey is 1 over par, and it looks so easy. Golf, like you just whack it and then the ball goes far, but it is so mentally challenging, and like your head has to really be in the game. I think golf is probably like the most mental game. I haven't played that many other games, but like sports, but it is so mental. Like if you like have one bad shot and then you think about that, the whole game is like screwed.
Signing up for Tiger Broadcast, I'm Austin Boyer.
As playoffs are right around the corner, reporter Luke Rule with videographers Micaiah Clayton and Lauren Holdmeyer take us to the line of scrimmage to get a closer look at how our Tiger football team is doing.
As of October 13th, the Lee Summit Tigers are 3-4 this season. All 3 of those wins have been against conference opponents. To kick off the season, they had a persuasive victory against Oak Park, winning 42-21. They would later go on to collect wins against North Kansas City and St. Joe Central. In Week 5, starting quarterback Elijah Martinez suffered a severe ankle injury, allowing a different player to tackle his position.
So it was definitely nerve-wracking. Felt like a lot of pressure, but I just relaxed, went and played some football, had a good time, just ready to keep it rolling through the next upcoming weeks.
Those next few weeks will hopefully include a postseason run for the Tigers.
A different brand of football, it's just win or go home, so it's just nerve-wracking because you really got to play your heart out, I guess.
Tonight's home game will conclude the regular season for Benassi and his team. The Tigers are confident that this game will help calm their nerves before the playoffs begin.
If you can't make it to the game tonight, make sure to tune in on TBTV8 Sports on YouTube to watch your Tigers take on Staley in their final regular season matchup of the year. We will be live streaming all the fall football playoff games this year on TBTV8 Sports. Make sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter at TBTV8 Sports for live updates on all the games. Signing out for TBTV8 Sports, I'm Luke Rule.
With some new additions this year, reporter Nate Wishney with videographers Christian Chansey and Corinne Foxhoven catch us up on the softball season.
The Lee Summit High School softball team finished off their season with a record of 13-12, finishing just above 500. Their wins consisted of beating Harrisonville 14-2, Platte County 7-4, Harrisonville again at 11-0. They also defeated St. Teresa's at 17-2. They beat Central 8-5, Farmington 4-3. They beat Macon 1-0 at a close game. Oak Park they won 10-0. North Kansas City they beat 15-2. Park Hill South they beat 6-1. And Oak Park, they beat 16-1. North Kansas City, they finished off the season with a 9-0 win. This year, Lee Summit softball and baseball have a new place to call home. A brand new softball and baseball complex was just built off of Bailey Road. Let's take a look at what Coach West has to say about the new fields.
I think overall the design and the aesthetic look of the varsity softball field is spectacular. It is really a state caliber field that we actually get to call ours.
The Lee Summit softball team has almost always played at Legacy Park. A new home field should be a good change of pace.
In the history of Lee Summit High School, we've never had a facility that we call home. And so I think the girls were particularly excited to finally call a place home and be able to play on a home field.
The future for Tigers softball looks bright as they step foot on their new field.
We are excited to see what is in store for the years to come, and hopefully be able to hang more banners out there at that beautiful field that we now have to call home.
Signing off for Tiger Broadcast, I'm Nathan Wishney.
Reporter Elena Twentner serves up a tennis recap as their season comes to an end.
All right, so first of all, what was your record for the season, and how do you think your team did, overall?
So we finished the season 8-4 after our district matches were added to that, but I feel like overall we had a really good season. We have a lot to be proud of, and we had a fantastic group of girls, which I think makes it all the more fun for both of us.
Our girls were hard workers. They came out and grinded every single point, so they gave it their full effort. We're really proud of how they performed, how their season finished, and we couldn't be more proud of them as coaches.
After speaking with the coaches and hearing about the success of the tennis team throughout the season, I thought it was time to put not only the players, but the coaches to the test in a doubles match unlike any other.
We definitely are not going to lose.
No, we're winning.
We don't lose.
Nope.
I think as long as we can avoid Coach Grumke's forehand and Ellie's obnoxious dancing and distractions between points, I really think we're going to come out on top of this match.
Yeah.
As you can see, it was a hard battle with great plays made by both teams, but in the end, Team Grumke took the victory.
All right, that was a tough match, but you know what? We gave it our all. We went out, we played tennis, we had fun, we challenged ourselves.
We did. It was a great effort. We left it all out there.
No, yeah, it's very fun.
Signing out for fifth quarter,
Don't put in the bad things.
I'm Elena Twinner.
Rallying his troops, reporter Blake Heisey, along with videographers Grant Thomas, Isaiah Wiseman, and Nick Bellamy, give us an inside look at how volleyball is approaching postseason.
As of October 10th, Tiger Volleyball sits at a record of 9-12, and they are second place in the Suburban Red Conference. They have had to overcome a few hardships this season, as junior Ashlyn Bellamy missed a few games due to quarantine, and senior Callie Mears recently suffered a season-ending injury in a recent match. They've picked up steam recently, as in their recent Blue Spring South tournament, they went 2-2, reaching the gold division. The team is currently ranked 38th in the state in Class 5 and are building momentum with playoffs approaching. Speaking of momentum, Nick Bellamy literally takes a step forward with two volleyball players in this next segment.
Hi, my name's Nick Bellamy, and today I'm here with Kira Wilburn and Bradley Johnson, and today we'll be walking the court. How far do you see the team going in the playoffs this year?
Definitely past districts and hopefully further.
I definitely see us going past districts.
What has been your favorite experience on the team this year?
The bus rides home after a win.
Seeing the team getting closer and better as the season goes on.
Who on the team makes you run the most and why?
I'd say Briley because she's our setter and she touches the ball almost every time. She's a freshman and she's still making improvements.
I would say Brooke because Brooke's our outside. She plays all the way around and she touches the ball almost every time it comes over. So it's easier to make a mistake.
Where do you see the team in 3 to 4 years?
I see the team going to state because this is a really good program with a really good coach.
With our coach, I feel like we have an amazing team and it's just going to keep getting better over the 4 years. So I see us going to state.
Thank you, Kira and Briley, for your time. Signing out for fifth quarter, I'm Nick Bellamy.
Now, let's take a look around the field and learn about some key players assisting the team as reporter Garrett Glidewell and videographer Alex Hampton and Carter Merritt tackle soccer.
The Tigers have had a very successful season so far, only allowing 5 goals through 12 games and also holding a 10-0-2 record heading into the game against St. Thomas Aquinas. They're currently in a battle against Rockhurst for the 1 seed, as either one of them can clinch early, with there only being 2 seasons left in the regular season. Now, let's head back to the studio for a fifth quarter roundtable. Thank you for joining us in this edition of Fifth Quarter Roundtable. I'm Carter Merritt, this is Garrett Glidewell, and Alex Hampton. Today we are going to be discussing soccer heading into the postseason. Well, this year we've had a lot of success. However, last year in districts we ended up losing. We got second to West in overtime. Now, we did beat them this year, so who will be the main issue for us?
So for me personally, you know, as you said, we've already beat West this year. I think we won 2-1, and the goal that was scored against us was actually an own goal. And you know, that's not really where my worry lies. My worry is actually laying in Rockhurst this year.
Yeah, for sure. Same with me. So we beat Rockhurst 1-0 this year. It was a pretty tough game, but Rockhurst were also missing one of their key players. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how we play with that player in their system and how we do against them.
So how is Coach Wiesingay going to use these seniors and what should be a very deep postseason run?
So personally for me, one of the top seniors that the Tigers are going to use and for people to watch is going to be Nathan Wyrock. He's a captain of the team, he's a defender, he's been rock solid in that back line, and he's also the team's second goal scorer this season, which just isn't normal for a defender. So he's going to need to keep on being solid in the back, putting goals in if he can, if we want to make a deep run all the way to state.
And you know, I don't think either of you will be surprised with my pick. You know, Sam Brissett, on our offense, he's been one of the most key players to our success. You know, he's put up, I think 55% of the shots he's taken have been goals. You know, with a player that has that amount of accuracy and with the amount of shots he's getting, he's a threat to anyone's defense, you know?
Right. All right, well, thank you for joining us on this edition of Roundtable. Once again, I'm Carter Merritt.
I'm Garrett Gladwell.
And I'm Alex Hampton. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning into this October edition of Fifth Quarter.
For more information about upcoming events, live streams, and more, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TBTV8 Sports. Once again, I'm Elena Twinner.
And I'm Micaiah Clayton. See you next time, Tigers.